How you doing, guys? Zara here. So today I wanted to talk about regarding that Elden Ring will most likely not be coming in the 2020 at all. Now, I do have some proof that I can provide to you right now as well. In fact, I got quite a few proofs. You know what? Let's just get into them. Before I do proceed though, I need to make this clear. This is not a concrete information. Yes, I could be wrong. And also, if you think this is a negative topic I'm talking about, well, you're kind of wrong, because I'm putting the facts and the time frame that we have seen so far for this game happening. And so far, nothing, at least not even one thing that gives us a clue. Well, one thing it does gives us a clue that it may be coming in 2020 though, but definitely not at least at the very early of 2020. Number one thing for sure, there were no behind the closed doors demo at the E3 2019, that's already a red flag. Number two, there were no gameplay trailers or nothing in fact at the Gamescom of 2019. Number three, first game not being playable at the as the public at the Gamescom since, like, I believe the Dark Souls 2 it was in 2013, I believe so, yes. And that's already like, okay, what's happening here? The other thing, there was completely nothing except just replaying the trailer, the same one we have already seen for the TGS, Tokyo Game Show. And you know it, From Software, they like to showcase their games at the Tokyo Game Show, obviously. And one last thing as well, the Game Awards 2019 had nothing as the Elden Ring. Had nothing of that, unfortunately. So this already gives me all the red flags that I already can give you this concrete-ish information and a video talking about that Elden Ring may not be coming in 2020 at all, but in fact I would think that it will be coming at the early of 2021. Just as well, I need to mention that From Software, if you guys already know, they like to release their games usually at the early of the year. And if that's the case, the marketing is wise as it goes. I don't think From Software feels confident that they can release their game early in the year, so just to push it out as quickly as possible. You know, they're not like that. They like to be more masterful in their levels, they like to take their time, and that's actually a very good thing in my personal opinion. But there were a few other tidbits of information regarding, like, Jason Schreier. I believe it was a couple of months ago he mentioned on his Twitter page, and by replying as such, that there's a chance that Elden Ring might be coming in 2020. Still, if you guys know Jason Schreier, he's a very reliable source to be bringing up of the games that we don't know much about, and he's always, to the most part, always on point. But with his information that he's talked a little bit about this in his tweet, that's quite an old, already outdated source. What I would like to see from Jason Schreier now is something updated, something that he could give us a more concrete, information, and just to share it with us all. That would be lovely, of course. But as this front, I personally don't think just that Elden Ring will be coming in the 2020 at all. And number two, talking a little bit about that, I'm pretty sure we already have plenty of games to go through into 2020. And I'm sure you will feel very, very similar, right? You guys perhaps would like to see this new game on the next generations of consoles, the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X, wouldn't you? And of course on PC, of course. And man, oh man, that will be awesome. And I would like to see that. I don't know why, but I would love to see that. But again, I don't think this game is coming out in the 2020 at all, unfortunately. And yes, again, this is not a concrete evidence, but what history has taught us, this is not the case it's going to be, that we will be expecting this game coming out at the early of 2020. Alright, well, I do apologize about this disappointing news, but I want to be realistic about this. Not trying to be negative. If I'm sure somebody will feel like I'm being negative about this and I don't want to see the game earlier. What is wrong with you? No, I do want to play the game, and also I want this game to be as the best as it can be, as long as the From Software, the developers, feel confident of releasing this sort of the game. That's all that matters to me. Alright, well then, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe. See you guys all later, and yeah, have a good one.